2019 movie with Watson, but after the conversation, he desperately kicks abandoned trash in a quiet lane to express his rage. In a weak, quiet voice, he begs Hoyt to keep his work over the phone. Wait. Please. I adore my job, yet to demonstrate his impotence after being sacked, he strikes the phone booth wall hard. In these two instances, despite the fact that Hoyt ruins Arthur's conversational territory by not believing in him, Arthur replies to him with smile, which shows his different behavior in public and private. Other ways for Arthur to interact with the narrative environment include through the Joker's mask and laughter. They create a mask for him to wear in public, much like the dance does. His anguish, rage, and hopelessness persist behind the facade of contentment. When not used for employment, the Joker's costume, dancing, and unrestrained laughter might be seen as Arthur's self-violation of the public realm. Arthur's transition is implied by the progression from trying to use dance, cosmetics, and laughter in a proper way to using them freely. Arthur's physical and emotional camouflages give aggressors the impression that he is a pushover, which leads to them bullying him dishonestly. Offenders' misinterpretation of Arthur foreshadows the serial murder afterward. In another scene, 3 aspiring Wall Street stockbrokers are seen flirting with a young girl in the movie subway scene, and Arthur can't stop laughing. The 3 become enraged by Arthur's inappropriate laughter and seize his hat and luggage before attacking him. The public area again infringes on Arthur's personal space and possessional territory. This time, Arthur stands his ground. He shoots 3 times, once in the head, once in the chest, and once more on the back, using the gun that was handed to him by his colleague Randall. As Arthur now physically harms these brokers, he transforms into an intruder into their sheaths. It is important to emphasize that he starts his journey of transformation at this point, going from being powerless to eventually fighting back. The subway sequence, according to Joker's 2019 makeup artist Nikki Lederman, is a pivotal moment for Arthur. There is a turning point in the movie that leads to liberty, and when we discuss the train scene, that is when it feels like the turning point of the liberation. It is quite obvious that his character is extremely vulnerable. In his free time, Arthur creates the domains of self. Arthur is on the verge of going insane after discovering that his mother Penny and her ex-partner are to blame for his uncontrollable tic and weird chuckle amid terrible circumstances. He goes to Penny's ward and asks her in a soft but enraged voice about his status. Despite having a right to be in the ward as a son, Arthur intrudes on Penny's privacy the instant he places a pillow on her face with the purpose to kill her. In this scenario, Penny has a chance to defend herself, but due to her weakened state, she is unable to move the cushion before she succumbs to suffocation. Because Gary is someone who cares about his well-being but Randall is someone who is hypocritical and constantly accuses him of wrongdoing, Arthur has conflicting opinions toward Gary and Randall, his co-workers in the Ha Ha Entertainment Company. When Arthur realizes Randall is coming to frame him once more, he violently kills him in his flat. Gary's stuttering during the talk makes it clear that Randall's visit is intended to trap Arthur. When Arthur realizes this, he begins to taunt Randall by saying, "Thank you so much," and immediately pulling out a pair of scissors from his back pocket to stab him in the neck and eyes. In this sequence, Randall first compromises Arthur's right to information preservation via false statements, to which Arthur subsequently responds by killing him in retaliation. The talk show scene takes place in a supplementary region. The audience's groans and Murray's cut-in interrupt Arthur's self-revelation periodically in this sequence, violating his use of space. Murray and the audience don't show any sympathy or understanding for Arthur's admission. His frenzied yell, shaking head, vibrating arms, and resentful stare show the rage of being humiliated and ignored. The uncontrollable continuous tension and Arthur's emotional state are shown through his speech patterns and body language. He explodes by invading Murray's personal space and sheathing him while shooting him close up. Murray is not given the opportunity to make a defense before passing away, just like the first two stockbrokers on Wall Street and Randall. In the end, the audience observed him with a psychiatric where he stated these words to the doctor, "You will never be able to understand this feeling," and laughs painfully. Now it is worth noticing that how many characters around us depict the same state of being. It also highlights the trends of modern age where everyone is wearing a mask and playing the character of a joker.